Hello everyone, welcome to our YouTube channel, and with this video we'll start osteology. So we are starting osteology topic. We'll see the definition of osteology, function of bones, and forensic osteology. What is forensic osteology? So we'll see all these things in today's lecture. And before starting the lecture, here it is the logo of our app. So this app you'll get it in the Google Play Store, and you will get in the App Store as well. So you can have this app, and in this app you can find few PDFs, previous year question paper, PDF of different books related to forensic science. And it's really very important for those students who all are preparing for UGC NET exam in forensic science. So you can get two courses here for UGC NET preparation. First course is complete course, and second one is PDF study material. So in first course you can get the complete thing. You will get the video lecture, you will get the PDF study material, unit wise test, mock test, and doubt solving classes. And in the second course you can only get PDFs, mock test, and unit wise tests. So according to your requirement you can get the courses, or you can assess the free course which is there in the app. So let's start today's lecture. We'll start with the osteology. So what is osteology? So word osteology comes from a Greek word. So we have two words inside it. So first word is osteon, which means bones. Second one is logos, which means study. So first word is osteon, which is bones, and logos, study. So collectively we can say it's a scientific study. Osteology is a scientific study of bones. Okay, according to this osteology word. So it's a scientific study of bones, which is osteology. If you want to define it, if you want to write the definition, you can write it like this, that osteology is a science of bones. You are studying the science of bone in both humans and animals. We include animal as well, because in the crime scene you have to first get to know that unknown bone is of human or it is of an animal. So this is important. That's why we are studying science of bones in the both cases, in the case of animals, in the case of humans as well. So osteology is a science of bone which includes humans and animals both. Okay, which again includes structure of bones and function of bones. So we can study the science of bone along with the structure and along with its function. So this collectively, everything inside it comes under osteology. Okay, this is the study of bones, scientific study of bones. Osteology is clear. Next thing, osteology. We have two different words. First word is osteology, next word is osteopathy. So these two terms are different. Osteology is different, osteopathy is different. So what osteology is, we already have just studied what osteology is. So osteology is study of bone, that scientific study of bone known as osteology. What is osteopathy? Osteopathy is a section of alternative medicine which include treatment of medical disorder. So if anybody is having any disorder in their bones, that comes under osteopathy, because they treat medical disorders of bone. So that thing is osteopathy, and study of bone, scientific study of bone, is osteology. So don't get confused in these two terms. Coming to human osteology. So humans have 206 bones. Okay, so we all humans have 206 bones, and we can classify these bones into long bones, short bones, flat bones, irregular bones, etc. So we can classify these bones in different manner, like long, short, flat, irregular, and all these things. So human osteology can classify it like this, and according to their texture and according to different type of tissue, we can classify bones into two things again. So compact bones and spongy bones. So based on made up of different type of tissues, and based on its texture, we can classify them as compact bones and spongy bones. What are compact bones? So compact bones are bones which are found on the surface of bone, and the surface area of bone is known as compact bones, which are dense and solid. The compact thing, dense and solid, is the important keywords here, because those bones which are dense and solid are known as compact bones. Coming to the spongy bones have pores. So these are porous in nature and found in the inner side of bones. In inner area of bones are known as spongy bones. Inside the inner one are known as spongy bones. So here we have compact bones and spongy bones. Now coming to the function of bones. So we have two important functions. First important function, the bones act as a frame to support the body and protect the organs like heart, kidney, all are sensitive, like lungs, all our sensitive organs are protected by the cage of bone. So it gives you support, it provides us movement. So that is the important function of bones, the most important function of bones. Second most important function of bone is production of blood cells and platelets. So bones produce platelets and blood cells. So these form new blood cells, and this process is known as hemopoiesis. So this is important again because bones produce our blood cells, and blood is really very important in for humans. So these are two important functions of bones. First, to provide frame, support and protection to the organs, and it produces blood cells and platelets and forms new blood. Now coming to the human osteology. Osteology is related to forensic osteology, not human osteology, but forensic osteology is. So osteology is coming with forensics. So forensic is again legal thing. So whenever we apply our knowledge of osteology into legal matters, that will become forensic osteology. So what we do in forensic osteology, we can identify whether the bone is of human or not. So this is the first important use of forensic osteology, that the bone is of human, is of whether it's of human or not. So second important thing is how many individuals were there at the crime scene. Okay, according to the bone we can identify how many individuals were there at the crime scene. Second is you can make a biological profile from the unknown remains. So you can make a biological profile and you can compare that biological profile to the two different evidences. Next is reconstruction of event. So again you can reconstruct the event as well with the help of forensic osteology or with the help of osteology. So this is forensic osteology, what we basically do in forensic osteology. So I hope this thing is clear. What is osteology, what is inside the osteology, what is human osteology and forensic osteology, why it is important in forensic science. So in the next YouTube video we'll see the development of bone, different stages of bone development and classification of bones. So if you have any doubt, please please put your doubts in the comments so I can reply them. So have a great day ahead. See you in the next class. Till then, bye.